Uh,
Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Galick Gun Toy Talk. Thank you very much for joining us today. We are on episode 9 today, buddy.
yeah, 9.
Alright, yes.
9.
9. Alright, so thank you very much for joining us on episode number 9, guys. And let's just jump into it. John doesn't have anything this week. He's waiting on stuff.
No, I mean, I don't think I have anything coming in. Just I've got a Zamasu and stuff, but I've got to get money together to pay some people.
Sweet. Well, yeah. So on the toy table today we have the old Dragon Stars merged Zamasu.
You should have said the SHF.
Yeah. So I did actually bring this in for anyone that checked out my review of the Zamasu. I did bring this in.
He was the
as a
builder
comparison.
figure.
Yeah, he was the builder figure. Correct. And you know, he was good for the time.
Still good even now.
Man, I love these. I'm so glad I got 2 of them.
I mean, to be fair, his eyes are painted.
See,
look at his eyes compared to those eyes.
Yep.
You can just see the difference in texture.
Okay, so John, do you want to touch on what we were talking about before about the eyes and what you're saying about transfers?
I was just looking at the eyes, like on Zamasu. Just checking I got the name right. And he's a great figure. He looks good, but yeah, the eyes, just like you notice with like Android 18 and a few other characters, look more like a water decal transfer. Like, you know, they're stuck on there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, on one of Jared's figures, even one of them seems to be slightly damaged.
Yeah, it has like a bit of it's
head,
like a gold.
Yeah, like
the gold fleck from. It's like a little bit of gold paint from the earring. I believe that's just over one of the merged eyes.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have 2 of them, and that wasn't one of the faces I was using anyway, so I'm not super calm.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not mentioning it in a bad way, but it's probably due to their thing.
I do think it's worth mentioning, just because that's something for me as a collector I didn't pick up on, and that's something I was quite ignorant to. That's something you specifically, as someone who paints and does figure painting and stuff, you know?
Because it's just this one that makes it look a bit weirder. Like,
yeah, a little bit more noticeable.
Because the 2 different eyes, where that one looks quite nice, and Android 18 it looks, you know, quite nice. Like, yeah, unison. But this one, yeah, like even with the 2 different eyes here, just looks clean because it's painted. So credit where it's due.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad.
Bandai?
Yeah, Bandai.
Yeah, Bandai and Bandai. So it's funny.
But I think this is like Bandai America.
Bandai's Bandai, baby.
Yeah, but that you know you know they're putting out.
They don't put out for me.
I think
Bandai's never put out for me.
I think they were similar to because who has the license for Power Rangers now? Is it Bandai?
I'm not sure.
Did Bandai buy it from Saban?
I'm not sure if Saban ended up having their own rights, or meaning like if Saban's still a corporation, or if someone owns the rights of Saban.
I don't know.
Because it was a channel, a sort of like distribution thing. I think
Saban, Heinz Saban, the actual guy, he's the guy that owns Saban Entertainment, and I believe he actually owned the rights to Power Rangers, like not Super Sentai or anything, but just Power Rangers.
Yeah, no, but I just mean like, as in like.
But he did sell them.
Yeah, like how there used to be Madman before. You know, it used to be Manga, and that was the actual company. Like you know, but then they got bought out by Madman, and like it turned into Madman, so Manga doesn't exist like anymore. But you can still watch videos that will have manga on it. That's what I'm saying with Saban. I don't know if Saban still exists. Like, I'm not a.
Yeah. I think we're getting a bit off topic.
No, yeah, that's interesting though. Yeah, but like,
because I think we could probably talk about this for a while.
I thought you'd know that. Being the Power Ranger expert.
Like honestly, like I know Funimation produces pretty much like a good chunk of anything that comes out in English these days.
Yeah.
But I'm.
He's back into the Dragon Ball hard.
Yeah, I'm
forgetting about the old Rangers.
No, like I'll be honest, I'm not super well versed in production and producers and stuff like that. Like, it's just not the stuff that piques my interest.
I'm the same, honestly.
I do know a producer or someone if I'm familiar of them, or
even then, though,
just,
I'll admit
just
I
through
only know
something.
through people talking or it being posted or something.
Yeah,
Like
it's like there's a lot of people, you know, wouldn't even be on my radar, just in general. Like some of Joe Rogan's guests, for example.
Yeah.
You know, like he has a lot of random guests on, and I find just because I watch so much of that, you know, I do find there's a lot of interesting people out there that, you know, I've heard of before, but I don't know what they're about. And then you hear about it and you're like, oh shit, like.
And some of them you think, oh, I should have actually been following this dude.
Yeah,
some
like.
of them you think, oh no.
One person that really blew me away when I was watching a podcast was Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed that podcast. That really blew me away. How much I enjoyed that, because I've never really listened to any of his music, but that was a solid podcast.
There's people on Joe Rogan that he'll have that I won't necessarily follow what their comedy or
but
their movies
or
something, but as a person, they blow me away. But back on track.
Yeah,
so we already got sidetracked.
Sorry, we got a little bit sidetracked there, guys.
I got sidetracked the first time, then you did it for the second time.
Yeah,
but the effect piece on him straight up is quite the piece. How does it actually attach?
Okay, so it's just this little
sort of like the Napa.
Yeah, see, I've never done the Napa one, but now I really want to dig it out and put the Chiaotzu on there. So yeah, it just clips between the articulation on his back.
That's basically exactly how the Chiaotzu does, like on him, but then it's just cool. And there's another slot there though?
So this is just a little peg that goes in there, and it's just articulated.
No, you know what I'm saying? Up the top here, there's a slot. Can something go in there?
No, nothing goes in there. I don't know.
Ooh, maybe there's going to be something added later date, or another effect piece.
Maybe.
Because that's definitely a spot for something.
Yeah, something fits in there. Something diamond with a diamond-shaped end.
Unless you've got a flip top head.
Yeah, I really don't know what that could be, but that.
Maybe it is just designed, like, you know.
Maybe maybe it's just designed to give it a bit more strength, perhaps. I don't know.
Perhaps, yeah, that would work.
But yeah, really cool. Really cool. I really dig that. And I honestly don't know which one I like most.
And just for people, just in case you're confused, it is... Jared actually bought two. It is just the one figure. And he has the extra parts to make the, obviously, power overload sort of converged form, but...
I'm just absolutely loving both figures. Like, they're both... It is just the one figure, but I love both versions. Like, I love both forms.
I wish that, like, this hand, they don't have another hand.
No, that really pissed me off.
Yeah, I wish that they had an open hand, because then you could more do a, like...
Or just a gripping hand, you know, like a grappling hand. Just one extra hand, maybe. That would have been fine. You know, just an open fist.
Oh, no. I think I just broke him, Jared. It just popped off. No, it didn't break. See, look. It's just the glue. Like, you know, it's not...
Oh, okay.
Don't get me wrong, like, I was like, see, you just saw that, I just bent the knee. I'm like, that's not... Oh, I'll fix it for you, don't panic. I'll give you my one as a new one. But yeah, it's not. It has just popped out, guys. Don't worry. It's not honestly broken.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, see, that actually annoys me, because I've actually noticed things like this now lately. Like...
Yeah, just maybe...
Yeah, sorry, no, I wasn't. Like, you saw me just, like, bend the knee and it just popped out. Like...
Yeah.
Because I literally just, like, went to bend it like that, and, like, that one sees bent, but that one, when I went to bend it, it just went... So I do apologise, guys. Like...
Fucker.
No, but that's what I've noticed with some of them, like, unless it's the web releases now, and even then, the normal ones are just getting cheaper. Compared to some, because we've got the whole line. Like, I'm not having a...
I'll be honest. I think they've.
Some are good.
I think some are just. They're just delicate. You've got to be careful with them.
No, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like the eyes for a start. Like, you know.
Yeah,
like, like this is.
I get it.
You know.
I get it.
Well, that's not a break. That's literally just glue.
Yeah, no.
So that's 100%. You got to, like, you saw me bending that. Like,
yeah.
You can even watch that back on video. I wasn't rough.
Okay.
We've got photo evidence of literally me just going and bending the knee and it popped out.
Yeah. You're lucky.
I like that we've actually got it on video because
You're lucky my editing skills aren't more on point because I'd like zoom that in and slow it down.
Give me the footage.
I wish I could.
Give me the footage. I'll be able to do it.
I will.
Because no shit, like I literally just went to bend the knee and it popped out.
I'll give you the footage and you can do a little outtake of that bit.
And I'll admit, if you just want to say I'm rough, like I'll take it, but no, there was no roughage.
Oh, bro.
But what was it? There's another figure that I just had recently, and it's one of the SHF. It hasn't broken, but it's something. It was something like that as well. It's a part, and I swear to God, the same thing. Not a knee, but it's the same. Essentially the same bit. The glue just is shit.
What have you got recently?
Was it
Boo?
Yeah, but I didn't open Boo. But we won't get too sidetracked, honestly, with that.
Yeah,
but
better not.
But yeah,
I've gotten sidetracked enough.
But it's simple as that. The same thing, just gluing it back on. But my point is that I feel that sometimes they're putting a lot of money in on one figure, and then another figure it's just cheaper.
Maybe it's
that's
a good
business.
way to.
I'm not having a go.
Yeah, but that's more or less what I was going to say. It's business.
It sucks when we have a good line that are a certain quality, and then you get the odd one or two that are just cheaper.
But yeah, definitely recommend picking these up.
I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And then I did get a heap of cards. I ordered a heap of cards online. So I picked this up, guys. Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which is, if you're gonna be already worried about a Blue Eyes White Dragon, then you make it a Twin Burst Dragon.
Yeah, so if you've got two Blue Eyes on the field, you can special summon it. I think it can attack your opponent. If it's got monsters, it can attack twice. If your opponent has two monsters, it can attack both monsters. Yeah, this card
can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase at the end of the damage step.
I've been using that a lot in the game, and I thought, well, I'm doing 2 decks. I'm putting together a Jinzo deck, and a Blue Eyes deck as well.
And when this card attacks an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by the battle, you can banish that opponent's monster.
Yeah.
So basically, no matter what it dies, unless they've got some special thing to kill you, obviously, before that happens.
Yeah.
That's OG.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm glad to add that. And I also had a couple Jinzos.
I still don't know why I didn't pick up Yu-Gi-Oh! As well as, the card game. It's, as popular as others, because I still find the mechanics and that are so good.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Because
it's up there with Magic the Gathering, seriously, with its mechanics.
What gravitated me to it when I was a kid was just the cards, because I watched the cartoon, and that's what interested me about the cards.
Well, I played Pokemon,
but then, I think everyone when they were young in school playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With their friends, they were just kind of playing around with the rules that they thought were the rules from watching the show or something.
I only play with you guys at Carrara Markets.
But then I started getting into it with some of the people. One of my friends, Rob, who had a stall at the markets. Yeah. And so him and I used to play, and he really got me, really taught me the rules when I was younger.
Yeah. Oh, and it was hard.
Because he wanted someone to play with. And we used to hang out a lot, and I was into the game.
And it was complicated as a kid,
And I slowly just had a very similar deck structure that I kept for probably all through my teens into adulthood.
And the deck I sold was still season 1 sort of cards. Yeah. There was no fancy mechanics in them. It was Swords of Light and Regeki,
I had
Monster Reborn.
Yeah, a lot of the staple cards. Yeah,
they're all banned these days.
No, there's a few of them that are banned. I've recently gone back and checked. Dark Hole was restricted. They've brought that back, so you can now. I think you can now have 3 Dark Holes in your deck.
Tournaments, though, I'm pretty sure they're still all banned.
No,
maybe not.
It might actually be. I think it's restricted in
most tournament decks in card games now they only play the most common sets because it's a trick to make you keep buying them.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got to.
That's why I stopped playing Magic.
Yeah,
it's not that I hate the game, but
you hate the practice.
You spend $500 on cards, and then if we go play in a tournament, but then next 3-6 months later, we cannot physically play with those $500 worth of cards in the tournament. Yep. We have to go buy more. And
I understand.
I'd rather just keep buying toys.
Yep. And honestly, all the money I spent on cards as a kid, like, and as a teen or whatever, I'm glad I don't invest my money in cards now. Like, I bought...
I'd have houses if I kept all the Charizards.
Yeah, like, I bought a few... I've bought a few things with cards recently, but that's more just for nostalgic purposes because I've been getting into the game so hard. But that has inspired me to get back into playing.
I love seeing
And then I've spent... So, I've now narrowed down what I want, and I went and I spent maybe 110 Australian dollars and just sourced a heap of cards I want. I just went and narrowed down the cards that I want.
You're not just going out buying boosters hoping for cards.
No,
you exactly know what you want.
I know the cards I want, I sort them out, and they're not expensive.
That money.
It's like, $20 for 3 of this rare card
Even then,
I
it's
need,
better doing that than, like you said, you don't want to go buy boosters to not get the cards you need.
Correct. And have all these useless cards and all that shit.
I get you.
So, I just don't want to do that, so...
We've been there. We've all been
there. Yeah. So, I've learnt my lesson with that, and I thought, well, I have disposable income now. I'm not a kid with only $20 in my pocket that can't buy this $25 card I need. That's like, I'll buy 2 booster packs that are $10, and then I might get the card I need and then just be disappointed. So, it's just a hell of a lot easier doing it that way. And honestly, I've never collected, never bought cards like that before, so it makes life easier.
So at least we could go trade.
That's
now
true.
That's it, you buy cards, you can't, who are you trading with? I don't have any,
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And so tell us, what about the games you got?
Okay, so I picked up some games this week. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection.
Oh, so the one that we were watching the video of
the
other day?
You know what's funny is I bought this online and then 2 days later, they brought it out on Game Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, you mean you bought it and on
I bought the physical copy.
Because you said just then you bought it online and then 2 days later they brought out the game.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I bought it on eBay.
Yeah, I bought
the physical on eBay, and then...
I like that though, because
and then,
honestly...
3 days... you've got to have the subscription to Xbox Game Pass.
Consoles might get corrupt or something, or break down, and don't get me wrong, you'll get another one and they have record of your file, but maybe you don't have internet when you've got the other new console. Chuck this in.
That's right.
So I think and you've got a lot of Metal Gear Solid stuff, don't you? Still,
I've got nearly every Metal Gear Solid game.
That's what I mean.
Released on every console. So
he needs this.
Yeah, I did need
it. It's a no-brainer. You can't just have a digital copy and go, oh, I've got all these in physical, but got this. You know what I mean? Now you've got it.
I physically bought it because I'm like, oh, it's on the part of the backwards compatible list. I'm like, and I love.
But now you've got it for that collection.
You know how much I love Metal Gear Solid. For anyone that... Well, actually, I don't think I've ever really mentioned it on the channel, except maybe when I've been showing off some of my Metal Gear Solid figures.
I would have... If we found the 3A Metal Gear Rex in Japan, but we only found the Ray... But I was going to buy one for you and me if we found it. I didn't tell you that.
We found the Rex, didn't we?
We found the Ray, remember, 2 days before we left upstairs of that shop that we had already been in multiple times.
We couldn't buy it.
I didn't have the money left.
Yeah, I remember.
Because it was only $350 as opposed to $600 on eBay.
I wish we'd found that Metal Gear Rex.
Oh, I would have bought you one and me one, or just you one. If
I wish I had room for one, because if I did,
we would have just shipped it back.
I would go and buy 2 of them and give you one just to build and paint mine.
But I agree. I still want the same. I want one it's an amazing piece, that 3A.
Well, there's a YouTuber I follow called
the full size one, by the way, guys, because there's 2. There's a mid size one.
Yep.
But then there's the big one.
Well, there's a YouTuber I follow called Yong Ye, and he does video game news and stuff. Yeah. And he actually has, I'm pretty sure it's the smaller version that's yay big. He's got that sort of in the backdrop of all his videos, in his room. It is, every time I look at one of his videos, it is just such a beautiful piece. Yeah. And I can't imagine
there's a few versions too. They did one with Snake, and then there's one.
They've done the battle damage one from Metal Gear Solid 4 too, haven't they?
One comes with
liquid.
I think, yeah. So, and then one just comes with none, a generic. I think that's it. But yeah, anyway.
There's also a little Kotobukiya one.
I had one, but I didn't like it. The kit wasn't well made.
It was this little Kotobukiya one. It wasn't a kit. I remember actually seeing it at Zing. It was this little
Oh damn! I haven't seen that.
Little box.
I've still been trying to finish that Build-A-Figure Ray.
I'll quickly look it up just for you.
I still want that Build-A-Figure Ray one. You know, that so hard to get without buying a full set of figures.
Yeah, it is.
If one of you subscribers have one, just send it to Jared for me. Big sharp.
It was like they were like mini figures. It was like they were like cute and mini.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I'll have to find an image for you, but
sort of like the Tachicomas from.
I can't remember. They were like little cute looking sort of snake and liquid that came with it. And
no, yeah, like
had like a liquid that goes in it,
yeah.
like little canopy opened. I think it was only like probably yay big.
Oh, I wonder if it's like those Mastermade sort of figures.
I don't know, but the figures like were kind of super deformed almost.
That's what the Mastermade ones are. They like it because they do there's like
it was awesome.
There's an SDF1 version.
It was awesome.
And then they do Triptychon.
But I'm pretty sure they had like $120 on it at Zing.
Could be Mastermade.
And I just couldn't justify it, like because I thought it was a lot bigger, and I was looking at it on eBay for ages. And then when I saw the box, I was like, oh,
no, we'll have to find
that's
out.
actually pretty small, yeah. But yeah, so picked up Metal Gear Solid, so that's great. And
just sucks
been playing some of that. You've already
there.
seen that. Well, that's...
I know. I know that we won't get into it, but like, I just wish it was still all of them. But...
yeah. But you never know with PlayStation 5 coming out. You know, we could get...
Like, 2's still probably my favourite. Like...
2's pretty good.
I mean, 4 was probably... Was it 4 or 5? What was the one that starts off and you're in, like, sort of a war zone and it's got the big plane all the time? Like
4.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. In a war zone and where you just... where you drop in and drop out?
Yeah, and
in a helicopter?
And no, you'd always normally be in a massive big plane. Like, and there was a drone too that you get to control sometimes, like this little camera bot that was like chill out in the plane hangar.
Oh yeah, that the little one that followed you around the MK22. Yeah, that was 4.
Yeah, that was probably my favourite, honestly.
I did really love 4. Like when 5 came out,
I just got really immersed in it because I played 2. I played 1, I played 2, I played 3, and like 4 then just looked really good.
See, as much as I love Metal Gear Solid, I was such a hardcore Metal Gear Solid fan, and I think I was like 20, like just maybe around 20 when Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, maybe a bit younger. But I remember coming home every day and sitting down after work, and I'd bash that for maybe 3 hours every day or a few hours every day and just play a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I can't remember if it's because, like, I do remember my PlayStation 3 shit itself.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if I just stopped playing Metal Gear.
That negative attachment to it. Yeah.
No, I just never got back into Metal Gear, and I was playing something else at the time.
Maybe.
No, but then I went, when Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, because that's when I bought a PS4.
Yeah.
When Metal Gear Solid 5 came out. So, I got that, and as soon as I started playing that, it just really reignited my love for Metal Gear.
Yeah.
So I went back and I had my PlayStation 3, like I still had the PlayStation 3 in the lounge, so I downloaded Metal Gear Solid 1. And I played through all of Metal Gear Solid 1 in about a week.
Yeah,
and I'd never been good at Metal Gear Solid 1. I like alright at the GameCube version because, like Twin Snakes.
A lot of older games, though, when we go back and play them now that are older, it's just a lot easier because your brain's smarter and things get a lot more. You know that it's now a machine that you can beat. It's not some processing god that's doing things out of our contradiction.
Yeah, and I think it's also knowing the limitations of the hardware
that's what I mean.
And the AI.
Back then we used to think that there was possible outcomes.
I now know that. That guard's not going to hear me unless I'm literally so many steps away, and I've got to, so it does, but, I was still tense throughout playing it, and I really enjoyed playing through it, and then, because I had the HD collection on the PS3, I played through 2 and 3, and then I went and played through 4.
Nice.
And I played 4 through in 2 days.
Yeah, because they take a bit longer.
Having never played, like having never finished 4, I realised that I'd actually gotten more or less to the end. Like all I would have had to do was spend maybe an hour playing the game, and I would have finished it. You know, like I was done.
Yeah, no, did them all. Just solid. Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, and then
Metal Gear Solid playthrough. So.
And then I also picked up
The Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed
Classic.
Because this is one of my favourite games.
Honestly,
when it came out.
I loved it. I bought it on PlayStation.
And I'm really, really excited to see
and number 2,
like what they've done to it and how good it looks on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I used to rate this game honestly. Like,
man,
made the cat like wig out on the wall and get him up to spots that he couldn't get to, and Greg would be laughing, going, "How do you do that?" And I'm like, just do it."
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No,
don't know if you can do it in the Xbox version, but
yeah, no, you can. No, they're exactly the same.
Excellent.
The versions are exactly the same from the PS3 and the 360.
Oh, no.
Because during that console generation, my PS3 shit itself. I went to a 360. I had 2 360s die, and then I went back to PS3 before going to the next generation. Yeah, so.
Oh yeah.
But the really good thing is, because I've still got the same Xbox handle from years ago, from when I had my 360 and I played this. All the DLC I downloaded for this and the second one on Xbox is still on there.
Excellent.
So
winning.
Yeah, so I've still got like
that's cool.
my skins like I had a look.
Yeah, it sucks if you lose DLC like through losing consoles.
Yeah, and it
not that it's the end of the world, but you know it sucks having to buy stuff again.
Like I'll be honest, like I'm heavily PlayStation 4. I love Nintendo and I really love Xbox, and I gravitate to different games throughout all consoles and all generations, but the PlayStation 4 is the one that's on the most. I use it for a lot more than just gaming. PlayStation, the first newer console I had, like my first console was a Sega Mega Drive. The second one I had was a PlayStation 1, you know, and then PlayStation 2, and then I didn't have an Xbox.
We were lucky we got one Nintendo,
you know,
a Sega Mega Drive and a Super Nintendo.
Like I got an Xbox a few years later,
got like a Dreamcast
but wasn't until I was working, and then
I
I could
got
buy
a
stuff for
PlayStation
myself.
they like were cheap, you know.
Yeah.
I used to have to rent them back in the day. But
renting consoles.
But unfortunately, buddy, I think we're running out of time because I have to unfortunately leave you guys to go to work in the real world.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this has been a good episode.
Yeah. Sorry that we rambled a bit, but we haven't caught up in a while, so we always want to chat.
Yeah, and we were we got a little bit lost a little bit before filming, rabbiting on about Rick and Morty theories. So we're going to wrap it up now, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, John, where can they find you?
They can find me at Alatnarat Corp on Facebook or over at RoboToys.
Yeah, and you can find me at Galick Toys over at Facebook to connect with me there. And if you enjoyed today's video, drop a like down below. If you're not already a subscriber, do hit that subscribe button, guys. We're almost at 1,000 subs. And thank you as always, and we will catch you next time.
He's going to take the 1,000th sub out to dinner. No.
Alright.
Not really.
So thank you as always, guys, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.